In the not-so-distant future, the world found itself teetering on the edge of chaos. The year was 2025, an era marked by hope, innovation, and undeniably, great peril. Earth's pulse seemed more unsettled than ever before. Roaring earthquakes splintered cities apart, floods swept away towns with frightening force, and fires scorched landscapes with merciless hunger. Humanity, though woven together by advancements and dreams, suddenly felt fragile, exposed to the unyielding might of nature. Amid this uncertainty, a singular figure loomed above the tumult, recognized everywhere as a pioneer bent on solving the hardest problems the world could throw his way. Elon Musk, a name synonymous with boundless curiosity and tireless ambition, chose not to stand by as calamity unfurled. Instead, his eyes fixed on a vision, a world where technology serves as both guardian and liberator, a companion to humanity in its darkest hours. Elon's legacy already shimmered with the light of almost mythical feats. With Starlink, his constellation of satellites blanketing the Earth, he had torn down the walls of digital isolation, empowering even the remotest villages with information, opportunity, and voice. Through Neuralink, he reignited hope for those cut off from their bodies, creating pathways between minds and machines, an audacious bridge that enabled the disabled to reconnect, to recover, to chase dreams they thought lost. In each endeavor, Elon did not simply invent, he empathized, putting his intellect in the service of necessity. But nothing in the world had prepared humanity for the Xpod. It began as the sun set over Starbase, Texas, the birthplace of rockets and audacious undertakings. On May 16, 2025, as shadows grew long on the launch pads and the air thrummed with anticipation, Elon Musk revealed his latest innovation. Arrayed behind him stood the Xpods, striking capsule-shaped habitats, their sleek red surfaces gleaming with possibility and purpose. At first glance, the Xpod dazzled with its design, compact yet inviting, sturdy without sacrificing warmth. But its true magic ran deeper. Forged from recycled plastics, it was a monument not just to comfort, but responsibility. Each panel had been crafted to withstand searing heat, icy winds, and torrential rain, its insulated walls cradling those within in safety and peace. Huge panoramic windows allowed sunlight to spill inside, creating an atmosphere of calm and normalcy amid chaos. The Xpod's floor plan spoke to compassion. Comfortable beds invited rest for the weary. Digital screens displayed maps, news, and cheerful messages from loved ones far away. Every surface was designed to be both durable and easy to sanitize, an answer to crowded, hazardous shelters of relief efforts past. But it was the technology inside that made this modest pod a game-changer. At the heart of each Xpod pulsed a Starlink connection, guaranteeing uninterrupted communication even when antennas and cables elsewhere were left in ruins. With it, rescuers coordinated strikes with precision. Victims reached out to family, and relief agencies directed supplies with new levels of efficiency. Mounted on the curved roof, an array of solar panels bathed in sunlight and converted its energy, giving the pod true autonomy, day and night. A compact water treatment system, inspired by space missions, sifted impurities from the filthiest sources, ensuring pure drinking water when every drop counted most. Elon thought of everything. The Xpod could be hoisted by helicopter, nestled on the bed of a truck, or loaded on trains for rapid deployment. Its lag system, a marvel of engineering, allowed for instant anchoring on uneven terrain. Rushing floodwaters, shifting tectonic plates, choking smoke, none could deny the Xpod's resolve. And behind every pod's door, a new story began. Some models glimmered with medical equipment, portable X-ray devices, ventilators, and trauma care stations, enabling doctors to transform wastelands into makeshift hospitals overnight. Others bristled with digital command hubs, screens alive with satellite imagery and rescue plans, uniting first responders and volunteers across continents. Perhaps most striking was the Xpod's symbolism, a fiery testament to human tenacity. In its bold appearance, painted a deep Mars red, there was a promise. Even in the face of devastation, hope persists, ignited by the spark of human ingenuity. As word of the Xpod swept across the globe, millions turned to X, Elon's battle-tested social platform. From high-rise apartments to rural homes without electricity, voices unified in praise and gratitude. Survivors in flooded towns shared heartening video messages, connecting to loved ones using flawless Starlink signals delivered by their Xpods. Doctors hailed the pod's medical capabilities, and field commanders marveled at its adaptability, often deploying it faster than they'd ever dreamed possible. Everywhere, the refrain was the same. Elon Musk, friend of the people, architect of hope, champion of freedom. His gifts, Starlink's digital lifelines, Neuralink's renewal, and now the Xpod's bulwark against tragedy, earned him not just admiration, but trust. On message boards, in town halls, and at relief hubs, the stories multiplied. A village saved from flooding by the rapid arrival of Xpods. A field hospital erected in hours where earthquake survivors received their first care. Families rediscovering laughter and connection in the heart of devastation. To those gathered in Starbase, the sight of the Xpods signaled something greater. An inflection point. Humanity, once at the mercy of disaster, could now face the unknown buoyed by resilience, speed, and unity. They celebrated Elon not because he had solved every problem, but because he never ceased to try. Every innovation was a line drawn in the sand, a refusal to accept defeat or despair. Yet, as is always the case with Elon Musk, the story did not end there. The very day after unveiling the Xpod, he hinted at his next grand ambition, speaking to crowds who marveled at his vision for Mars. The future, he suggested, was limited only by the breadth of imagination and the courage to act. In the Xpod, the world saw more than a shelter. It saw a reminder that humanity was destined not just to survive, but to thrive. With their fists raised, unified in gratitude and resolve, survivors and innovators alike knew that as long as heroes like Elon dreamed, the next chapter would bring new wonders, and against all odds, hope would endure.